Tone. Thank you, Mr.
Thank,
Tone.
thank you, Mr. Tone.
I appreciate that. Keep that
Feeling,
same energy. Keep that
feeling
same
mighty,
energy.
feeling mighty fine, Mr. Tone.
Yeah. We gonna get our shit together, Mr. Tone. I promise you.
The
Oh,
thing
Mr.
say
Stone.
sandwich talk. This ain't
We
sandwich
won't
talk.
Whoa, shit.
peanut butter and jelly time. Peanut butter and jelly time.
You heard me,
It do.
Daniel.
It
The
do. It
joint say
say
sandwich
sandwich talk.
talk.
It say sandwich talk like a mug. That's because we getting bread. You feel me,
Well, is it pita bread or is it like walnut purple bread?
man? We
Are we
getting
still
snappy.
going with the
We getting
sandwich talk
It's
thing?
100% whole grain. That's what we
whole
getting.
grain.
We
Whole,
here now.
100% whole grain. Not that Italian white bullshit. 100% whole grain in this motherfucker. That's what bread we
Whole
get.
grain. Drip drop in my whole grain. I'm in the whole lane. I didn't backed out like I'm in both lanes.
Yo, cut
Man.
that mess out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are back. This is Mask Off. No shade at Sandwich Talk. Shout out to Sandwich Talk.
No
Much
shade.
love, my brother.
What
Carlos,
up,
much
though?
love to you. You know what I'm saying? Somehow the name got mixed up, but you know what this is. This is Mask Off. We are
Mask
here
off.
Friday night, 9 p.m. This is episode 14. You know what I'm saying? Exposing darkness. Yeah, you heard it.
Wow.
We said it. That's what it is. We expose the
Yeah.
darkness. First and
Said it.
foremost, I am Big Tone. I am in the house. I'm doing my thing. Up behind me, well, not behind me, below me is my man with the plan, Jake. What up, though?
What up, Big Tone? Was good. Mask off Jake in the building. And let's get it in, man. I'm ready.
Next to him is my young boy coming off an award-winning award that he got for his show. Tell him about the young boy, my young boy Malachi. What's the deal, baby?
What it do, Mask off in the building, baby. It's your boy Malachi Lee. I'm feeling good. I had a blessed week. I won an award for this film festival for a film that I was in for best supporting actor. It's a film called Fatal Flaw. You can get at me for the link. It's on Vimeo, or you can search Fatal Flaw on Vimeo. It'll be up there. Eric Weaver wrote and directed it. So I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. Just keeping going. You know what I'm saying? It's only the beginning.
Let's give a shout out to the young boy. Clap it up for the young boy. You know what I'm saying? He out here doing big
Appreciate
things.
y'all.
Next, he'll be on the
y'all.
big screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and
sir.
we are overly excited. We are beyond excited about the
Thank you.
contributions that he's doing out there when it comes to acting. You know what I'm saying? Not just being a black actor, just being a dope actor, period. So we are beyond blessed to be in the presence of this young man. Also, I want to give a shout out to my man with the plan, Mask Off Dan. How was your week, my brother?
Mask off,
My
man.
week was rough, Mr. Tone. My week was rough. It was a lot of work at work, and I'm just glad I made. I'm just glad I'm here for the show, y'all. I'm just glad I'm here.
This nigga called me Mr. Tone one more time. You hear him? He fucking with me. He called me Mr. Tone. Wow. Okay.
You got that voice on too.
I want to get shine to. I want to get shine to Dan's shirt though. Dan's shirt is. I fucks with Dan's shirt heavy, man. I just want to.
That's what's up. Shout out with the BIG. You know, he really popping the ethnic shirts out there. But I want to give a shout out to the Mask Off shirt. You know what I'm saying? In the Planet Annie hats. We are still representing the brand every day, all out, and the sponsorship from Planet Ant. Also, we representing, you know what I'm saying? With that all the way out the way, we're going to give it to my young boy Malachi so we can get right into his Malachi minute. Hit him with it, Malachi.
What it do, people, what it do. Today's motivational minute is actually about a little story I had. So over the past week, my key fob to my car was having issues. I already replaced the battery, so I knew that wasn't the issue. So what I did was I went a little further and I lifted the computer chip up. And so under the computer chip, where the connections between the buttons and the chip it was like a ring of dirt around each button. So I just cleaned off that dirt, and then I put it back together, and it worked fine. So I said all that to say that a lot of times we can have blockages or dirt or things that try to block our connection with whatever we have to be grounded into. And those obstacles can get in the way, and they'll try to get you off track, so you can't stay connected. So you want to keep your connections clean, which is your mind. So your mind and your spirit and your body can all be connected in one and stay in a line. And that's your motivational minute. And I'm Malik Ali. Bow.
Super dope, super dope. Clap it up for that Malachi. Oh, that motivational minute. I'm sorry, motivational minute. You know what I mean? That was excellent, man. I don't know how you do it each week. You precisely give it a minute, and that's what we need. We need the consistency. So going here with the flow, with the consistency, we're gonna spew it out to my other dude in the house. Let's go, Jake, for the culture, baby. Give it to him.
What up, though? It's your boy Jake. And for the culture, you know what that means. That's for us, man. That's for the black people. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna speak on today. And I want to talk about a company called the Black Pack Company. And it's a company that's, you know, they selling playing cards pretty much. That's pretty much what all they got on their website. And I fuck with this heavy because like they're not just saying playing cards, you know what I'm saying? They selling cards that represent us. Every time you see like stuff like when you see like we playing spades and shit like that. You see all these kings and queens, they white, but they actually selling cards with that look like us, like a black, like the king will be an African king or the queen will be an African queen. It's stuff like that I really fucks with heavy. The main thing that attracted me to this website is Dan, if you scroll back up, is they got some Martin cards, which is I thought it was just fucking dope. That I really love. You know what I'm saying? You know, Martin, you know what I'm saying? Martin's a staple in the black community. We all fuck with Martin. Like Martin, you know what I'm saying? Like even like kids that wasn't even born that when Martin came out know what the show Martin is. And you know, like you see like a black, like on the Black Queen cards, you might see a Shanae or you might see a Mama Payne, my mama Bird and shit. You know what that is. Mm-hmm. On the Jack, you see the Kung Fu, I forgot my man, Dragonfly Jones. You know what I'm saying? And on the king, you see Marty Marr, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about this. Like this, it's just the simplicity of this. Like they're playing cards, but it represents us. And this is something that we need to like support. And it's just shit as simple like this. Like it's the simple things like that represent us. That's it. Like that's what I love about this site. Fellas, what y'all thought on this? What y'all thoughts?
Man, you know, Martin is a staple, like you said, in our community, man. I remember, you know, just putting young people on old jobs I used to work at on Martin, and they be like, what is that? What is that? And then they start looking at it and they saw how crazy it is, man. So I think that's pretty dope. What I also find dope too is you finding a lot of cards with trivia with a lot of black sitcoms that's coming out today. I think that's real dope. Malachi.
Yeah, I think it's dope as well. You know, just keeping the culture alive. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Martin, you know, it was hot in the 90s, but it's still hot to this day. You know, and it's little things like that keep the culture going, like I said, and that show the young folks, man, this is what was hot, you know what I'm saying? And just paying homage to the greatness of that time that's carrying it on into the greatness of this time. So I having that representation on the cards like that, that's super dope. Great segment, Jay.
Yeah, Dan, you got anything with that?
Yeah, man, those are some dope cards. But as we talked about before, y'all don't even know how to play spades. So
I know how to play spades.
What y'all using the cards?
I know how to play spades.
I know how to play solitaire. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
I don't even do that. If it was Uno, I'd be all in. But you know,
but it's not about that, Daniel. It's about, you know what I'm saying, to support black companies. Support the black culture. That's what it's about. I don't give a fuck how. If I don't know how to play spades, I don't remember how to play tunk. I don't remember how to play I Declare War. It's been a minute, but I will support this shit because it represents us, and that's what it's about. Go on blackpackcode.com, Google it, and you know what I'm saying. Support this company, man, because this is really dope, and that's for the culture.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to the culture. We're gonna run into my segment right now. And my segment, you know, I bring a lot of dynamic things to the table, like we all do here. You know what I'm saying? My segment is called Put You Up on Game. I want to talk about a prototype. You know what I'm saying? While you trying to go out in the world and, you know, we faced with certain things that's going on today, like you got to wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? We all want to do normal things. So, it's normal to get on an airplane. It's normal to be a passenger on a plane, but there's a prototype people are working on that's not so normal. This thing, it's so dynamic, man. Dan, can you show them the clip, man? This is a hazmat. Boom. Fly with this, baby. Let's get it right. Because if you sit next to somebody on an airplane, you breathe in all your enzymes and your exomes and all that stuff, man. Nobody's looking at you. You can't look at them. I mean, you can look at them, but they can't touch you. You know what I'm saying? This is what safety means in the airlines. Once again, this is only a prototype, and it's only for $250. The BioZerent. You know what I'm saying? It's for people who are suffering from anxiety, being on a plane, being around people with germs and stuff like that. I think it's a great idea, man. You know, you walking around with an eggshell on your head. You know what I mean? Anybody thoughts on this? I think it's a wonderful thing to have.
It's a way to say COVID free for real.
You know what I mean? You COVID all the way free. You know what I'm saying? So,
I got some mixed feelings on this. I love the concept as far as just staying safe. At first I was thinking like, you know, it's after a certain point you're gonna need some fresh air, but they got a filter on there. I saw. So I was
yeah,
like,
they
okay,
got filters on that shit. They got their own little air filterization thing popping off.
Wow,
I think that's dope, man. Like, yo,
that is dope.
I
mean, you're gonna be bumping people, but you're gonna be bumping people around, but you know, you clean.
Only problem I figure you would have is if you got a whole bunch of luggage, you know what I'm saying, and you're trying to walk through traffic security with that joint. So that means they got to put an extender on that joint so they can have it like a backpack. So you can just strap that thing off and then put it back on. So
right.
So that's what I think is hot. Jake, what you got to say about it?
Man, this look like some just some crazy shit, like some crazy space Power Ranger shit that I used to love back in the day, and so I fucks with it just off that strength. Fuck with the purpose of it is I just want to look like a space nigga.
Jake gonna put this on and just go, oh yeah. Pretty much.
Hey Jake, I guarantee you, if you put this on Going Space, you will be the first space nigga.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna go into our first group discussion. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very sensitive discussion that we're gonna work around into. The first piece of it is involving sex trafficking. You know what I mean? And a lot of young ladies get called up in this lifestyle at an early age, whether they get kidnapped or whether they go and they get set up and end up with people who are not good people, and they end up doing things that they should not do. You know what I'm saying? And what you tend to typically find is women get stuck in a position where it's a very trapped position to be in. As you see Centoya Brown Long, shout out to her. She killed her pimp or one of her tricks at the time, and she was able to be vindicated with justice. She was tried for like 25 years in jail or either longer. You know what I'm saying? But you know, she was able to get out of jail due to some work, you know, by the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see her free. You know what I mean? But her story isn't like a lot of people other story that takes place like the other young lady. You know, everybody don't get vindicated. Everybody don't get an opportunity to be out of jail. Everybody got to live with that when they are in actuality the victims instead of the perpetrators. You know what I'm saying? Malachi, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, this is a factor that has been going on for a long time. And my heart really goes out to the young ladies and children in these situations. And, you know, I feel like the awareness just needs to be built up about it. You know, a lot of people just kind of draw a blind eye to it, you know, but it's a very strong factor, and it needs to be something done, because these men that are doing this is something mentally wrong with them, you know, as far as them feeling the need they need to do this and them having this validation that it is okay to do. In this particular case, I'm glad that the young lady was, you know, acquitted for doing that, because they kind of like slapped the wrist of the guy, but they blame the women. That's totally wrong. So, you know, I feel like if we have more people like the Kardashians that are fighting for people like that in that position, we can get better.
Jake.
Yeah, man. Like we really don't give a fuck about women in this country, dog. Like real talk,
sad.
Yeah, definitely it's sad. Like I don't understand what these women should not have been put in jail in the first place, because what they did is pretty much self-defense.
Yeah,
they killed a motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, subjected them to like pretty much modern day slavery against their will, and that's not cool, and that's some bullshit. And like they you giving them these harsh sentences pretty much for self-defense and trying to like protect themselves and just want to live their lives what they should do, and like, but you give lighter sentences to motherfuckers that do worse shit than them. There's serial killers that got like there's guys that killed multiple people that got lighter sentences to them, and this shit just pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? And like just the whole thing, like this justice system is all fucked up and ass backwards. And
you go to this story where you have it now that's like headlines with Jerry Epstein and this Michelle Ghislaine or whatever her name is, but these people know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They prey on weak individuals, and the fact that this guy, he was able to off himself, you know what I mean, just to escape any type of persecution is asinine. So I hope that they do something with this Jill Zane lady, because she needs to pay also in her role and what she's doing to these young girls out there. Jake, go ahead.
Yeah, and like you know what I'm saying, just like this, like what I was saying is like there's so many people that do worse shit and get lighter sentences, and that's ass backwards. Like there's rapists and there's rapists that like get lighter sentences than a black man who got like 1 ounce of crack on him and shit like that.
Right.
And that's the shit that pissed me off. This whole justice system is all fucked up. We don't care about, and like taking women and kidnapping them, abusing them, sexually abusing them, beating on them. What the fuck, man? Like and babies, like 13, 14-year-old girls, like come the fuck on, dog. Like this, like bro, yeah, man.
Like I said, it don't necessarily always be women. They start them young, you know what I mean? They groom them young, and the fact that they have a female. Like I'm going back to this Jerry Epstein, this Ghislaine thing. She basically helped groom these young ladies to be in a position of vulnerability with these sick men. Like it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
It's crazy.
But like they convict. But see, the thing is, they convicted this Epstein motherfucker, and he only did like 13 months, and then they did some like bullshit, like some work release bullshit for him, and then he was out again. Like he was out again. Like he did 13 months. He was out in 2009, 2010, and he went back to doing the same shit. And it's like we gotta take this shit seriously, man. We do not take things like this like seriously enough. Like there's a whole underworld. There's an underworld that we need to shed light on, of sex trafficking and a whole lot of other shit. And we really need to take this serious. That's all.
Malachi.
Yeah.
Malachi, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I totally agree. We just got to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? And it's a systematic thing, like Jake was saying. And it's the punishment. The punishment has to be good for it. You got to be punished properly. And then these people that won't get it, that's the problem. It's people doing it, and they know if I do this, I'm only gonna get this, or they not gonna believe her, or whatever it is. They feel they're validated with that power, and we need to take that power away.
Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, and like I know it's not just like women or whatever, but like we don't protect women in this country at all. Going back to like a few episodes back when we was talking about the domestic violence, the justice system do not protect women at all. They fucking don't. They don't. Right. Like these guys that's like raping women, they should get hard time. Like and just like when I was talking about back in the day, like I mean not back in the day, like a few episodes back, like when a woman gets abused, when a man goes to jail for abusing a woman, they only get like a few months, and then they back on the street, and they're gonna go back to that woman and terrorize her, and it's hard for that woman to leave that situation. We gotta take this shit more fucking serious.
I'm gonna say it too. Even with the LGBT community too, hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's unfortunate. Like even with this, it's not just something you could say about women, but we're targeting women because it's a lot of cases that we seeing out there. But it's young men out there too that's getting trafficked
Right.
out in these streets.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Right.
young men that's disappearing, and you don't know where the hell they at, and they turn up
Talk
dead. You know what I mean? So we just got to be careful and understand that we need to protect each other. But mainly, understand too, if you are a woman in a position like this, there are resources that can help you. We got links online for the resources that you can call to get some help. And just because you're a victim, don't continue to make yourself a victim. Reach out to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody is there to support you. Your blessings are being counted, not in that particular moment, but they're being counted somewhere. So, I know a lot of organizations, one in particular, I used to work at Vista Maria. They're very, very keen on being there as a support for women that are being trafficked throughout America. And one thing that I find that women who come up in this lifestyle, they get accustomed to being in this lifestyle, and it's almost turned into like a Stockholm type environment where they feel like this is all they got. This is all they worth. You know what I mean? And you have to look further than what's in front of you and look beyond and help yourself. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're going to move to the next discussion. And we're going to talk about something else, man, that's really heavy. We're going to talk about sexual predators in the Black community. First of all, that is a weird picture of this brother. I'm going to point that out. That's a very weird picture of that brother. You know what I mean? I'm just going to point that out. And yeah, even though his picture looked funny, this is a very serious matter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jake, can you give us the example that you was giving about the Chris Rock thing you was talking about, man, that made me think?
Yeah, so I'm a big Chris Rock fan. Chris Rock did a special back in the day called Bigger and Blacker, and he was talking about he made a joke about uncles, talking about like you learn about life from your uncles. You know what I'm saying? You got your drunk uncle, you got your crackhead uncle, you got your broke uncle, you got your molester uncle. You know what I'm saying? And he made a joke about like there's a molester uncle named Johnny, and he was like he was around the kids. Was like, hey, where the kids? And he made a joke like, hey, where the kids at? They around Johnny. Get them kids. Don't leave them around your Uncle Johnny. Don't you leave them around your Uncle Johnny. And the kids got molested. Like that's what you. And he was like, that's what you get. Hang around fucking Johnny. Walk it off. You know what I'm saying? Like he made a joke about kids get molested pretty much. And you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like I thought it was funny, but like older, like it's still slightly, it's not as funny as I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't take shit like that lightly, bro. Like it's like we make rape jokes and shit like that, and it's like I can't it's tough to do, man. Like we got to take shit like that more seriously. I'm not necessarily rocking with that much. I mean, I never rock with it, but I'm as far as joke making is, you know what I'm saying? I can't rock with that unless it's like a super funny joke or whatever, or maybe a rape victim making a joke. Maybe I can like, okay, whatever. He's making
I'm going to say
pain or whatever, but I can't really. I don't know, man. We gotta take this shit serious. Like, we gotta take that more serious.
I just find it very distasteful. You know what I'm saying? When there's in our community, what we tend to do. We tend to not want to. We don't want to talk about the issue. You know what I'm saying? So what we do is we blame the victim for things that they could have did to not be in a position to where they get hurt, which is you don't do it. Somebody telling you, hey, look, this person did this to me. That's the first thing I'm investigating. Look, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And one thing I heard from a very strong woman that I know, she said, look, somebody says somebody did something to my kids. My kids don't talk like this. So you have to go. You know what I mean? You have to leave my house and I'm going to prosecute you. You know what I'm saying? And that is the way it should be. More and more, what ends up happening is there becomes a shift in the family structure in the households,
Mhm.
and it turns into the mother defending her man and also still trying to support her daughter. But then it turns into a competition thing to where the mother is against the daughter and she talking about how fast she is and all this shit, which in turns turns into a lot of these girls end up seeking out certain type of shit in the wrong environment, which
Yep.
end up where they end up being pimped out and being involved in sex trafficking. Jake, go ahead.
One thing I want to point out is there was another recently I watched Dave Chappelle Killing Them Softly. He made a joke kind of like about about women like wearing like wearing scantily clad, like, you know what I'm saying, wearing like, sexy outfits and shit that might make a man think that, oh, they down to, you know what I'm saying, they down to fuck or whatever the fuck. And he kind of made that joke, and like, back, like I said, back then I thought it was funny, but it was like, what was the joke? He said pretty much like he's pretty much like a woman, like a guy approached a woman disrespectfully. He was like, just because I'm wearing this outfit doesn't make me a hoe. It's like, you might not be a hoe, but you're all wearing a whore's outfit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's the thing. Like, we can't, like, every time that type of shit is like, every time like a woman gets like sexually assaulted or raped, we always, the first thing we do in our culture is like, well, what did she do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did she do to like make them think that? Fuck all that, bro. Like, we can't, like, I've heard from multiple women tell me about like how they got sexually assaulted or raped by a family member.
Yes.
And they'll be like, yo, and they'll be like, well, like, did you do, and like their parents will be like, well, did you do anything to make them think that? And they looking at they mom and dad sideways, like, are you serious? Like, I got raped, like, and you like asking me what did I do? Like, I'm the victim. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. Like, it's
Daniel, what's your thoughts?
No, yeah. These are all great points on both of these group talks here. There's like a clear line between both of these two. It's all right. So you have a person that you know like closely, and then you're just constantly one. It's hard to think about what that mindset is, because they're constantly trying to protect their friend or like protect their sibling, or like protect someone there, and it's it's you see what they're trying to do, but they don't really think about it inside the larger, broader form of it. And it's and they have to think victim first inside this whole thing. So all great points from the group here.
Malachi.
Yeah, as far as the family goes, it's a cultural thing that the family is allows stuff like that. I don't want to say allow, but it's talked about. A couple family members know it, then they kind of keep it on the hush.
Yeah.
Now you got to expose that thing. I don't care if it is your uncle. He got to do some time for doing that crime, because that child is being traumatized. One of my good friends, her name is Sasha. She was talking to me about abuse, dealing with like young women dealing with abuse, and she said every woman that she knows has either been abused or knows somebody that's been abused. But she said she doesn't know one man that knows a rapist. And I was like, dang, like, because I don't know anybody that either raped or molested someone. But I do know a lot of my female friends that have been molested or have been, raped or sexually abused in some type of manner. So I think there's a undercover issue that isn't discussed, period. You know what I'm saying? It's just shoved under the rug, like what happened, so we need to shed light to these things. Like I said, even if it is the family, you got to shed light on that. And even when the child brings up the courage to tell the mom or tell whoever, it's just like kind of thrown about. It's like, oh, he wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, ask him. We about to have a family meeting. What happened? This what he said happened. Now, what's your take on it? I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes, and you can energy don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So you got to bring this stuff to the light, expose that darkness.
Yeah, and from that, it's just it's a deep fear that they got to like they don't want to know the truth. So like that's why that's why they stop it, and that's why they don't say much. But what that does, it just constantly could create this hole, and it constantly just creates this pain that you can't heal until you really confront it.
You know,
exactly.
You know, my thing too, man. Like a lot of people, they talk bad about R. Kelly and things like that, but they don't understand this man got touched too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that are predators, they were somebody's prey at one point. So that shows a history of not getting treatment, not getting services, not getting support in our community. You know what I'm saying? We have this thing where no matter what happened to Black people, we're supposed to be a resilient people. We're supposed to keep moving on despite what happened to us. But, you know, you look at the history of Black people, and there's so much trauma that has taken place that we do not discuss that trauma. We do not seek help. So what happens? Hurt people, hurt other people. And it's unfortunate that a lot of our babies, male and female, you know what I'm saying, get subjected to this, you know. So I implore that you seek any type of help, whether it's a counselor, whether it's somebody at the church. But I'm gonna be honest, everybody at the church don't think the same way. They have this ideology of give it to God and God will fix it. You know what I mean? It's almost like you want to give it to a whole different entity to fix an issue in which you have the ability to help control. And I'm not knocking religion, but I know in our community, it's been a lot of times where you go talk to the pastor don't do nothing about it. You go talk to the deacon, and the deacon does nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? All he does is tell you words in the Bible to help you, but you're not helping that individual. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, seek professional help. And that's what I mean by that. And a lot of people don't like the concept of going to therapy, but we got to get over this thing of that's for white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Having an outlet is more essential nowadays to not doing anything at all. So we need to seek help if the help is there. You know what I'm saying? One of the things, I'm going to make this point before I go to the chat room.
So two things though. One, like I said, this is not just a Black folks thing too. Like this is across the world. Nobody wants to confront this at all. And two, to that last point. So a lot of people they think like once you like start to confess or like start to admit that you're a victim or like something's happened to you, that now you're weak. But it's like this is such a deep fear of all types of folks across the world. Like if you have enough strength to like say it out loud and like come and speak up about it, like you're like that's so much strength. Like you're like like you're so strong at that point. Like that's not a weakness at all. And it and
you've overcame it.
And like and that's not just a thing that like you say to yourself too. Like people think that too. Like people will look at you as a strong like as a strong like person that's trying to get past this. And it's please speak up on that.
I forgot my last point I was going to make, but the main point I want to put out is, you know, if you are in an environment that you think that is uncomfortable and something's not right, at the end of the show, we'll have links where you can go or write the number down, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a matter of life and death, and it changes who you are, male or female. It's not just women, it's about men too. If you've been in a position where you've been touched in a very uncomfortable way, you know what I mean? Seek out some support. You know what I mean? And here at Mask Off, this is our way of supporting and exposing that darkness, because what they're trying to do, the government's trying to make pedophilia into a sickness, which if you get tried as a pedophile, you still have the same rights. It's like being diagnosed with ADHD, which I totally disagree with. You know what I'm saying? And let's not normalize this behavior. Let's find a way to where we can bring light to it, shed light on the victims. You know what I'm saying? Let's not look at the victims as perpetrators, and let's keep it moving, man, because we got to be here to support each other. And this is one of those ways that we need to stand with each other. Now I'm going to move to the chat. And Malachi, do you got anything popping in the chat?
Yeah, I got a Facebook up. So we got Caitlin Shea, RJ Cash rocking with us. Tom Schultz said, Jacob, the first combo we ever had, the first combo I've had in improv was about the Martin show. Shout out to Martin. Matt Wixon said, I wear that BioViz anywhere and let people look at me like a spaceman. I don't care. Tom Schultz said, Anthony, you're telling us about the hazmat suit because this is what you want us to buy you for Christmas. I see you.
Okay.
He had that price up there real smooth. Right. Gift registry mask on.
Okay.
Caitlin Shea rocking with us hard. She shared it and she rocking with us in the chat. She said, no, and they want to tell us what to do with our bodies. My body, my choice when it comes to the mask, though.
Okay,
so that's what we got. That's what we got in the Facebook chat right now. So
I got a little bit more on another thread in Facebook. I got a couple people rocking out. Mike Alvarez rocking out. I got Don Core rocking out. Who else? I got Katie Jones. DJ Touch is in the building. Holla at DJ Touch. She made some very good points. I got Samantha Thomas. You know what I'm saying? He rocking out with us. Katie Jones said little boys are so underrepresented in when it comes to this discussion we having. And she says the stats are like 1 in 5 little girls before 18. Wow, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And she also said people think that incidents are isolated, but it's actually very common. So it's very common for this type of situation to occur in families. But like I said, what we do, and not just black people, but, you know, I'm speaking to the black audience, and also I'm speaking to every damn body. What happens is we sweep it under the rug, and it needs to be exposed. You know what I mean? So that's the chat. And
this shit. Motherfucker trying to tell me that I stole paper plates out the break room and shit. Do it look like I will steal paper plates out the break room? Do it look like that I'm the type of nigga that would do that? Do I not look like a classy nigga? Do it not look like I got my
chill,
own
man. Let him do what he gonna do.
I got my own dishes.
That's drunk, man.
I had the same dishes in my house since 1987, and they ain't
who is he?
Condition.
That's my drunk uncle, man. That's my dude.
Motherfuckers at Kroger try to tell me
you're just letting people get on the show.
I gotta steal no motherfucker all the time. Break room. The fuck I look like?
At the back.
Think this bullshit is? Fuck you think this is? I ain't gotta do that shit. I got my own stuff. I ain't gotta steal for nobody. You know what?
What is he talking about?
I whoop his ass.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
I'll beat his motherfucking ass. I whoop his ass. I whoop the ball. I whoop the manager's ass. You know, because he ain't been in a fight in his life. I whoop. I ain't know. It been a long time. Been a long time since I've been in a fight, but I rock him. But it'll come back to me like riding a bike. I'll beat his ass. I'll rock a nigga in his jaw. Fuck you, you bitch ass manager at Kroger, trying to excuse me. I'm stealing paper plates in the break room. I got my own dishes since '87. Clean dishes since 1987. Fuck you think this is?
All right, drunk guy.
But you know what? There's something else I want to talk about. These bosses, these CEOs and these bosses, they ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying? You was talking that shit. And you know what I'm saying? You got to watch what you say on these white platforms. You got to watch what you say because you know what? These white people, you know what I'm saying, they'll get up and they'll get all tight, all uptight and shit over anything. Anything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the anti-Semitic shit. And what I'm saying, I fucks with my Jews and everything, you know, but you know what? You gotta watch what you say. You gotta watch what you say, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Nick, these people know the black man is the original man. Everything has an origin to the black man and the black woman, especially the black woman, the mother of the earth. Word to this yak that I'm sipping. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yo,
we just having
What I'm saying is, look, Nick, you gotta have your own platform. You got to have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go over to Diddy's platform on Revo. Go ahead and do that. No, matter of fact, start your own shit. Because you know what? Diddy be on some bullshit sometimes too. I just gotta let that be known. He be on that bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying? You a corny nigga, but you know what? I respect you because you own your own shit and you put a lot of niggas on. You put a lot of motherfuckers on, and I got to respect you for that. I love Wildin' Out at the family reunion. Who we introducing? I love that, man. What the fuck, Viacom? Viacom ain't shit. All they play is the same shit every day. Like, we watch the same sitcoms all the time. Like,
Just
black
let
people
him
watch
talk,
motherfucking Tyler Perry bullshit
Just
all
let
the
him
time.
talk.
We ain't about that. We more than that. So Nick Cannon, start your own shit. You know what this remind me of? You know what this shit remind me of? This remind me of back in the day. Back in the day when I was working at Kroger. You know what I'm saying? And my manager asked me, hey, am I fat? I'm like, yeah, bitch, you fat as hell. I still dick you down, though. I still get, and they fired me for that shit.
Oh, God.
I still, look, she fat, but I still dick it down. Word to the yak, I'm sipping. I still dick it down. And they fired me. You know what? I went ahead and started my own grocery store. Yep. You don't believe me, but I started my own grocery store.
You did it.
I stuck it to Kroger, and I was like, I started a grocery store called K. Rogers. K. Rogers. Motherfuck Kroger. Come to K. Rogers. Because you know what I'm saying? K. Rogers, where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It only lasted a year because, you know, I was running the numbers out the back of the store and whatever. What the fuck? What it is is what it is. What it is.
It was your backyard. It wasn't.
It wasn't an official grocery store, drunk, huh?
The fuck out of here. It wasn't no fuck out of here with that bullshit. It was an official grocery store. Everything I do is official. Fuck out of here. Motherfucking talk about I ain't official because I owe them money. Why the fuck I gotta owe you some motherfucking money? Why I gotta owe you some goddamn money? What the fuck is that bullshit? What the fuck I look like owing you money? I got money for days. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I got stats and racks and all that shit. C-notes, all that motherfucking shit. Fuck you think this shit is? Fuck out of here. Word to this yak I'm sipping, young players.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. You know what? You know what I'm saying? One of my young tenders is texting me because, you know, I got me an iPhone. I gotta keep up with the times. I got to keep up with the times. My young tenders texting me on the iPhone. I got a new iPhone. It's cracked, but it's still an iPhone. The screen cracked on that bitch, but you still what it is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, with these young tenders, you got to.
Greetings, good people.
Hey, Dr. Mask.
Hey,
How you
Dr.
guys doing
Mask.
today?
I'm just trying to hold on to the show right now.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were going to stay on the rails, but
I have some news today that I want to share to you guys. Been doing hard research as usual, and we've been coming up with a cure. Now, last week I promised you guys that I would discuss this cure to you all. And I must say that this cure, I'll just get straight into it, okay? This cure that we have for these Karens, it's something that is voluntary. You know, it has to be voluntarily taken. We're trying to work hard on something that can be injected or anything like that. But this type of cure is going to have to be voluntarily used upon that particular Karen. Now, one thing that you can draw a straight line through each Karen is that the common trait they have, I should say, is they like to meddle. You know, they like to, for lack of better words, not stay in their lane. You know, if I can say that. You know, they snoop around in other people's dealings and things like that, other people's affairs. You know, so this cure that I have from the lab, it could be very simple to others, but actually to the Karen, it is a very hard concept to grasp. I actually have a graphic for you guys. Could you show that graphic, please? Yes.
Wow.
Mind your business. Yes. That is correct. Mind your business. Now, this seems like a simple statement to the common folk, but to a Karen, they literally cannot even see this statement here. To them, all they see is the cure for Karen. They don't even see the 3 words, mind your business. That's why I said has to be a voluntarily done thing, because they meddle in other people's business. They meddle in other people's affairs. All these situations that these Karens have, if the Karen just simply minded their own business, the situation would have been avoided. So I end my monologue by saying, if you're a Karen out there, you can be cured if you just mind your business. Just mind your business.
Wow.
Ain't nobody asked you all that. Ain't nobody asked you to come up here. Ain't nobody asked you to come up here. Just mind your business. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little out of character.
Yeah, preach, Dr. Mask. That was Pastor Mask right there.
Thank you.
That's so powerful, man. That's so powerful.
If this concept was adopted by every Karen, Karens will be extinct. That's the very problem. They just can't mind their business. Ain't nobody asked you to come over here, woman. I'm sorry.
Dr. Mask. Let's slow it down.
Whoa. Anybody got anything to say before we go? I want to.
Yes, Dr. Mask. It's can they get this done by themselves? Like I don't think that they can actually mind their own business by themselves. Is there a pill?
I'm sorry there, Dan. We can't really get it in a pill form. You know, it's more of a how can I say a concept, if I can say that. It's more of a mentality, you know, a desire, if I will, you know, to mind your own business. And it also comes from a lack of business on their own. You know, they don't have many affairs going on themselves. They're, you know, usually middle-aged white women, with not a lot going on. All their bills are handled. They don't really work much. So they go around about their day looking for some business. So another cure would just to be picking up another hobby. Pick up knitting. You can mind your business that way.
I don't normally do this, but I got a question in the chat from Katie Jones. She's saying, can you purchase NYB, mind your business, at CVS or Walgreens?
Yes, we're actually working on a bottle form for this. Next week I'll have some deeper information for you. Now we were just pushing it as the concept alone, but we are trying to get it into either a pill form or a bottle form or something like that. But even then, I'm sorry, Daniel.
I just asked you about that pill, Dr. Mask.
I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm the expert. I'm the expert here. Actually, I got word just now in New York, so just mind your business, sir. Thank you.
On that note, thanks a lot, Dr. Mask. And we're gonna keep it moving, man. Like Dr. Mask, he seems a little touchy today, but we're not gonna let that. We're not gonna let his work. I know how dangerous that is out there dealing with those Karens. Each Karen is different. You know what I mean? Snapping Karens, house cat Karens. And it's all sorts of Karens.
Groundhog Karens. Yeah.
Groundhog Karens. So just to have Dr. Mask here is a blessing. But we're gonna we're gonna keep it moving to the quick hits, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna get right into it, man. The mayor of Providence, Rhode Island, he is talking about reparations. You know, I'm real heavy on reparations. You know, and last week we spoke about reparations, and the guy was only talking about nigger trickets. And this gentleman, he's referring to reparations in the form of money. So it's a research they doing on how to get money for indigenous people and also foundational Black Americans. And your thoughts on that, Malachi? Is he back?
No, he's not back.
I don't know. Wow.
Another bad restroom break, Malachi.
So we're gonna go to Jake. Jake, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, give us our motherfucking money. That's what. Give us our money. Pretty much. We deserve that shit. We deserve to like take that money and create wealth with it. Give us our motherfucking money. Stop holding us back. Stop this systematic bullshit that y'all doing, because y'all know what the fuck y'all doing. Give us our motherfucking money. I want all my chips with dip. That's it.
Yeah, and he's the second mayor to have come out and fully acknowledged that, you know, there has been some wrongdoing. What has happened in the past is this thing they call benign neglect, where they say, hey, some things happen to everybody. So he's one of the second mayors to come out and acknowledge, as far as Black people and also indigenous people need to get awarded monies for the crimes in which America has placed on them. Malachi, are you here? No, he's not here. Daniel, you got anything to say before we go forward?
I think you guys said it all there. Let's just keep it up. All
right, bet. We move into we're moving to updates. These wild Karens. They are and Kens. You know what I'm saying? They are getting prosecuted respectfully in a town. I don't know how far it's gonna go. Dan, thoughts?
So I'm surprised that they got charged. So like that's a great step there. I mean, hey, hopefully the charges scare them enough where they stop, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. Jake.
Yeah, like keep that. I love this. They getting charged. Keep the same energy when white people commit crimes than you do when Black commit crime. When Black commit crimes, you throw the fucking book down, put them under the jail. These motherfuckers need to get charged too, and it's some bullshit. So yeah, charge these motherfuckers, man. It's just going on what I'm saying. Like this whole justice system is fucked in his ass backwards, pretty much. That's what I'm on. Everybody need to be fucking charged for the bullshit they be doing.
I love how the exposure is being shown that you can't hide behind the I'm white and I'm say so any longer. Like the couple talking about something, I felt threatened. You was in a fucking car. You got out your car and point guns at people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And look at her. She's pointing her water pistol at somebody. Pew, pew. And she's a fucking lawyer that sit on a board in St. Louis. Get her the fuck out of there. Malachi, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm glad that this is happening. Let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Accountability. That's what I've been saying this whole time without saying it. That's what we need when these situations happen. Accountability happens. The next person gonna think twice before they do it themselves.
We're gonna say one last thing. Jay, go ahead, and then we moving on.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, hey, fuck, just keep going. I lost my thought. Fuck.
All right, cool. Let's go to Portland. As you all know, Portland, Oregon had the chop situation popping off. I don't know why this person is in the middle of the damn street, butt ass naked, but that's a whole nother subject. But
on a crack, you bake your mama back.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. Let's go there. Yeah, you know they had the chop situation popping off in
Seattle.
In Seattle, Portland, Oregon. Well, that was Seattle, yeah, but in Portland, what they're doing is they sending Homeland Security out there to help kind of disperse the crowds, all the protesting and stuff per 45. So he talking about he want to put them out there. And what I'm finding out is what he's doing is he's using this as test, because what he did after that, he started talking about he was going to deploy people to Portland, New York, Chicago, Detroit. And once you start doing that, what you're doing, it's clear that you're targeting certain areas. You know what I'm saying? We all know you stand with white racists and you're a white supremacist. So when you start talking that we going to Detroit shit, ain't shit. They've been having peaceful protests here. Crime and peaceful protests are two separate things that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking that shit, we know who you targeted. Malachi, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, just like you said, target. You know, it's an intentional target. Like, yes, these problems may have trouble areas, but that's not how you do it. That's not how you combat it. You know, let's take Chicago for example, with all these killings and things like that. You know, let's slow the poverty rate down. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got a little bread in their pocket, they ain't gonna be as ready to kill or ready to rob. Like, simple as that. You know what I'm saying? If they had access to a mental hospital or whatever it is, they get their underlying issues fixed, then you can fix these issues that way. And that's how you use the money.
Definitely. Daniel, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, this goes back to my whole thing of like, one, they don't care about you, two, because Portland's like the whitest place you can be at. Two, it's yes. So like, once they build something, let's just say they made this for one group of folks. Once they create the tool to oppress one group, that's when they can take that tool and scale it out to all types of folks, which is why you have to stop all forms of oppression there.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, America, suck my dick because you ain't shit. That's it.
I totally agree with you. We're gonna move to the next one. Trump, he decided to put the mask on. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts, Dan?
Trump's scared he about to lose to Joe, so he decided to put that mask on. I think it's a little too late though.
Malachi.
Yeah, it's definitely a political move. It's definitely too late at the same time. I mean, we coming around on the end of this joint. Like, come on, man.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yo, so I just read a thing today saying that Herman Cain has been he's like close to death because he got sick from like the whole big Trump event like last month. So they're saying that he's about to like die real soon, and that's why Trump made this twist, and so he doesn't get blamed, which is, I mean, that whole thing, if true, is sickening. But yeah,
I'm just still curious how this motherfucker ain't got it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he been out here butt naked with no facial condom on for some time, and he ain't got it yet. Jake, your thoughts before we move on.
Man, fuck this nigga, man. Like, I want him to die. Like, I really want this nigga to die. Like take your mask. Like, why you wearing a mask? Keep your mask off like you have been, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Catch this shit and die, please. Like, fuck this nigga.
Man, it's about to be over here on the live stream.
Whatever,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, at least we sandwich talk today, so it ain't gonna shut us down.
Hey, look, they coming to get a sandwich. They coming to get Trump down. DMX. We moving on to the Snoop Dogg and DMX recap. Ladies and gentlemen, I watched it in its entirety. I thought that it was cool. I think they got two completely different styles. You know what I'm saying? But it was good to see. You know what I'm saying? Who did I take? I took DMX because of his energy. I took DMX because of his energy. You know what I'm saying? But I believe Snoop won. What's your thoughts, Jake?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer, when it comes to, as a fan personally, when it comes to the music, I prefer DMX. But, you know what I'm saying, in terms of verses, you know, Snoop took it, man. Snoop is arguably the biggest star in hip hop ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because last week when I said DMX, I'm like, Malachi Sway, man. Malachi, I mean, thinking like, wait a second. Snoop has a career, like he's managed to have hit spans over 20 years. DMX had a good like 5 to 6 year run. But Snoop has been able to like stay relevant over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like, and not to mention there's some tracks that X did not play that I was very disappointed in. So Snoop definitely took this one. Like, so shout out to Snoop, shout out to X. This was a great battle. But also Tone, going back to what Tone said last week, they don't match these verses very, very well. They don't. I feel like Snoop, honestly, I feel Snoop could have won against Jay, for real talk. I feel like he could have won against Jay-Z. Snoop is an icon. Snoop, the icon on the West versus the icon on the East. I felt that would have been a great versus.
I believe you. I think it would too. What's your thoughts, Daniel?
Both teams play hard. Great songs, guys. Great songs.
What about you, Malachi?
Yeah, I'm right with. I knew Snoop was gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? He just a bigger star, like Jake said. And it was a good battle of the legends. And I agree, Jake. Yeah, Snoop can go against Jay-Z for sure.
All right.
Because Snoop is low key a GOAT. Like people don't have him in that category, but he's definitely a top legend. Like he's not a top 5 artist of all time, but just far as ambiance and platform, Snoop got it.
I agree with you. You know what I mean? And it's a rare occasion that all 4 of us in agreement on something like this. But we're gonna keep it moving. Bad Boys, what's going on today in NBA? I have to say is blasphemy. After watching the Chicago Bull thing, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way equivocal that you should ever in your fucking life think that you could put Michael Jordan on a fucking Pistons jersey. Thoughts?
The Pistons have been taking L since 08. Like so as soon as Brian took about that 1 year, we haven't since.
Yeah. Yeah. LeBron single-handedly destroyed the Pistons. Like we came off it. We won a championship in 04. LeBron got drafted in 03, and we ain't been the same ever since.
But that does not mean that you put fucking Jordan on a Detroit Pistons jersey. Period.
That was a side note. I agree.
We're at a real low point as
but yeah. To be fair, like the jump man is on every jersey in the NBA. It's not just the Pistons. But yeah, I feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like we was whooping Jordan ass back in the 80s and shit, and you know what I'm saying, he finally got over us. But like this has been coming for a minute. Like Rip Hamilton is a Jordan athlete, and he was a Piston. And he was wearing one of my favorite. I'm a sneakerhead. One of my favorite Jordans of all time is the French Blue Air Jordan 12, and he was wearing them shits when we won in 04. And also, like I want to say, like after we won in 04, we ain't been the same ever since. Like we was still
04,
we were still a good ass team after that. Like we went to the finals in 05, we went to the Eastern Conference in 06, 07, because we were a dog ass team for most of the time.
It was just those last 2 teams. I mean, what? No, I've been a depressed Pistons fan for at least 10 years.
You know what this is? This, you know what this is? This is like putting a swastika on the fucking jersey. That's what it is. It's a swastika.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Tone?
I'm not.
It's gonna be okay, Tone.
But
no,
what was that? Big ass hug, man. I feel you, fam. But like, you know, like that's just what it is, man. Mike took over the league, fam. He just took over the league.
I just gotta be strong. I'm gonna be strong.
What year was that?
Got us a 6, and then LeBron got us a 7, and then 8.
Right.
We just
and
then we drafted Andre Drummond, which is a whole separate story.
Look, Jordan.
Look,
Jordan, you the greatest of all time, and I understand why that Jumpman logo is on the jerseys and all that shit. I feel it, but you still a bitch for that Last Dance shit.
Fuck you. Let's go to the next one. NBA woke bubble. I love the energy that we producing out with the NBA. A lot of athletes, they are going hard with the questions. They trying to ask them about COVID. They said, go ahead, click the clip. You'll find out what they talking about.
Yeah, you know, everybody's kind of made a sacrifice here and there to be able to make this work. Obviously, some are different than others, just because of the emotional support that my family gives me to play basketball and to have success. So it meant a lot not to be there. Wish I could have been there. Plenty of documented time and pictures and stuff that happened at the wedding. So I have those on my phone.
The wedding and
to change that and help me get there. And I mean, they've been waiting a while to get me to be a part of the wedding. So
they're still talking about this wedding. All right.
What the hell? All right. Well, look, I don't know about that, but a lot of NBA stars, from what I've seen, they going clear. They asking questions to these athletes, and they're saying flat out, well, justice for Breonna Taylor. Justice for Breonna. I don't know what the hell he talking about, but I know it's a lot of guys that's saying justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for Breonna Taylor. I know the one boy from Boston, he's saying, I'm not really answering questions unless we get justice for Breonna Taylor. Thoughts, Malachi?
Wow. Man, I love it. Like I said, I every time we talk NBA, I tell you I'm a huge NBA fan, and this is what was being said about should they play or not, and this is why they should have played, because this reason. The only reason we watching these guys is because they playing, and they're talking about this stuff. We want to hear what they got to say, and this is what they talking about. I know LeBron's my favorite player. He came on his post game interview, and he was like, "Yeah, first thing he said was, before I say that, we need to get justice for Breonna Taylor." Then he found another question was asked. He found a way to segue. He's like, "Yeah, how do y'all do as a team?" He was like, "Yeah, we have a lot of energy, just like we got energy for trying to get Breonna Taylor's killers arrested." You know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah. That's the right way to use the platform. Brian, he took that L, and then like he came in and just decided to just talk about like what's happening inside the world now. So that's great. He still lost, but yeah.
Go ahead,
He
Jay.
played only the first.
That's why LeBron is low key greater than Jordan, because Jordan was too pussy to be like, yo, I don't want to get involved in politics and all that shit. Like, no, Brian talking that shit. Brian is talking that shit. He talking that shit. Shout out to LeBron James, greatest all time. Fuck out of here with that other bullshit.
So we're gonna move to something a little bit different. Before we go, I want to say, and I'm sure everybody's gonna say it with me, justice for Breonna Taylor. That's coming strictly from Mask Off. Anyway, we're gonna move to this brother Kanye. He had a little breakdown, as we all know, and I posted on my Facebook page Kanye plus energy equals distraction or something of that magnitude. They say that he's fully in the sunken place, but it's a lot of people out there thinking that he's exposing us to a lot of things that's going on. I don't know. I really don't have the energy for him. I know that he was trying to do this whole campaign to be a politician, or be the president or whatever. I know he got an album coming out. I think he does this every time he's around. It's album time. So I don't know if you got anxiety around albums. What's your thought, Jake?
Man, I've been over this nigga, dog. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's all I don't even know if I can believe him or not. Real talk. It's all publicity. Got an album coming out, like you just said. He'll be crying about, oh, my dad wasn't there. You know what I mean? Black men whose dad wasn't there, and they not on the same fuck shit as you on, bro. Like, whatever, bro. Whatever.
I'm gonna talk to one of the hardest Kanye fans that I know. Daniel, what's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, man. Big Ye fan. And this has just been, I mean, this happens each time he's about to roast some new songs out. It's for like at least the last, since 2016 for real. But you could go back to 2013 too, with the House Sway and all that shit too. And I mean, but it's that like my thoughts is that like he starts to make beats. He goes off of his pills to make the stuff, and then like he just has these meltdowns like from it, and it's like it gets worse each time. So it's just sad to me, man.
It's crazy because if you look at the history of Kanye in the media, this ain't nothing new that he hasn't done. It goes all the way back when he was on national TV and he was screaming, yeah,
like black people.
Yeah. And we gave it a pass then. You know what I'm saying? Malachi, your thoughts before we go on.
Yeah, it's a deeper underlying issue. The bipolar, the depression, needs to seek professional help, just like other black men that go through certain traumatic events that may not seem traumatic to the outside eye, but the trauma is how you react, not what happened. So you need to deal with traumas as a black man. to face your fears and get your healing. Period. It's deeper than rap.
I don't know, but we can agree to disagree on that. I just think he's doing a political. He's doing a publicity stuff. I'm sorry. So we're gonna mix it up. You know, I know with the verses they have a thing where artist versus artist. What we're gonna do a style versus style, and this is Scottie Pippen with Scottie Pippen and Future. We all know they got some entanglements. You know what I'm saying, with a certain female, but we ain't here to discuss that. We calling for the hairstyles. Who rocked the cornrow / dread styles best? You know what I'm saying? Malachi, what's your thoughts?
Man, both terrible. Both terrible. Pippen looked like he 48 trying to be 28, and Future it's both terrible. Just terrible.
Daniel,
I give it to Future though.
Daniel, he give it the Future. Shout out to Future.
Yeah,
Daniel.
man. Both of the dreads are bad. But as far as shades, I'm gonna go with Pip because those are some nice specs that he got on right there.
Jake,
I'm gonna go with Future, man. He's been rocking the long hair shit for a minute, so I'm working with Future. Pippen, he got the whole, he got an Ice Cube All About the Benjamin vibe going on, some shit. So I ain't rocking with Pippen. Plus Pippen, I'm still not feeling Pippen was still on that bitch shit.
Yeah, he was
Last Dance. So
he was a bitch in Last Dance. So
yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Future just because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Pippen looked like
go ahead, yo.
Pippen looked like he just came off of a moped right then, like hopped off and took that picture.
So we gonna go to the last one.
Sleep.
We gonna go to the last one, man. And if anybody don't know, this is frightening information. You have Mike Tyson. He started a league. It's Legends Only, and this shit is serious. And on the first fight is September 12th, 2020, on a Saturday, and his opponent will be Roy Jones Jr. I'm going to first and say it. I used to love Roy Jones Jr. till he got 2 back-to-back ass whoopings from Antonio Carver. They was in 2 different weight classes, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. I'm only assuming they're doing heavyweight. If this happens, which I believe will, Mike Tyson is going to eat this man alive. And I have to say, Roy Jones must be on that narcotic fever, agreeing to do this shit. Your thoughts, Malachi?
Man, I don't want no smoke with Mike, and I don't see why Roy Jones would sign up to this. Mike ain't nothing to mess with, and I don't care how old he is or how long he took off. Have you seen the videos of that man? I don't care that you used to box too. That man is different, and he's still different. Leave him alone. I'm gonna watch it though.
Let's go, Jake.
Mike bit a nigga in the ear, bro. He bit a nigga in the ear, fam. Like, I ain't fucking with Mike. I don't care how old he is, bro. He wild. I ain't fucking with Mike at all. Hell no. Like Malachi said, I don't care if you used to box. I care if you got hands too. Mike got hands and he got teeth. I ain't fucking with you.
What about you, Dan?
But yeah, so you said that Mike got his own fight club now?
Yeah. It says Legends Only League. It's an actual thing that Mike Tyson produced and putting out. I signed up for the
You joined Mike Tyson Fight Club?
No,
that's not,
understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For his email thing.
Oh,
My fat ass ain't joining that fight club.
So Mike got a Legends League, kind of like how Cube got the big 3 for the NBA.
Yeah, that's what this is, and he's sparking it off with him going at it. So I can only imagine all the boxers he gonna have to show up. Like, I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you, I don't want to see De La Hoya fight. I hated De La Hoya then, and I hate De La Hoya now.
I never got it with him, man.
I never got it with him. I never got it with Zab Judah. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see neither one of them, to be honest with you. Oh, God.
Conspiracy brother, you muted yourself, conspiracy brother. which I don't mind since you're on the okay. All right.
See. Okay, I'm gonna calm down this week. All right. Last couple weeks I've been a little hostile. It was the 4th of July. I had a little PTSD, and I apologize.
Okay.
I ain't telling you lies. Anyways, brothers, I want to come to you in a peaceful manner this week. You see, I've been working on myself.
All right. Great job.
Thank you for that compliment, brother. Thank you. Now, let me get into my conspiracy, because even though I am peacefully, they still be conspiring. I got this. I'm sorry. I got this. Now, as you all know, Kanye West had officially made his election ballot known, brother. But when he had his first pep rally, then things didn't go quite as he thought they would seem, brother.
Yeah.
Well, why is that?
Yeah.
See, it's a little deeper than rap than they say, you know, a little deeper than they say it would be. Now, to the outside eye, it looks like a mental breakdown, but to me, the conspiracy, brother, I see it as a scheme, brother. See, they did not want a black man to become president again. They couldn't take that, you understand? So they had to sabotage the Kanye West brother, which I call him Brother West. They had to sabotage Brother West's election battle by implementing little seeds of depression and mental exploditude in his latitude of his mind, so he could go crazy and get out of his divine state of mind, so he can visualize how to get a scheme that won't work to get him out of the plan of the office, so that there won't be another black man to try to reprimand the brother Trump. Oh, he's not a brother, but he's no brother of mine. But
okay,
he
but
just wants.
I don't think. But he had no chance to win. Like, why would they?
Whenever a black man is in the runnings to be president, he always has a chance to win, my brother. See, they didn't want to give him a fair shot. That's the problem, brother. Huh?
Just go, conspiracy, brother.
No. See, now I'm starting to get riled up because you want to disagree.
And I wouldn't even saying anything.
See, that's the problem with y'all brothers. Y'all don't want to see the lies that they telling you, because they telling you lies. And if you look at your lies with your real eyes, you will realize that you can really visualize. I'm sorry, I tried, but I can't, because y'all need to understand that the white man is trying to keep us in these bands, locked up in our mind, and I'm just trying to shine, brother. Just like Brother West is. He's trying to keep his own schemes and minds going, so he can be the president, so he can lead us as the people outside of something that shouldn't be led. If you want to lead around the way, like Moses led the people in the wilderness, in the Red Sea, if you drink Kool-Aid and it's red first, then you got to turn it back around to the water in order so you can, and not have the sugar, because the sugar is what they're killing you about. That's what they do. They kill you with the white sugar. That's why you need brown sugar, brother. The brown sugar for the brown man.
Can we go, please?
See, I put oatmeal so it can be a solid drink. You know what I'm saying? You can't drink a smoothie if it ain't smooth, brother.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, bro. He was making a point. He was making a point.
He threw us some good points there. I wanted to hear about.
He gets negative 55 koofies from me, bro.
Oh no, he's getting 3 bags of grapes from me. That wasn't half bad.
Jake, he even like he gets nothing and nothing negative from me, so he had a 0 for me.
So what we gonna do is go to the chat room one more time. Jake, you got something in the chat, my brother?
Yeah, 1 second here. One thing I saw in the chat was 1 second. Got Von Wink, sexual abuse to drunk unk. Nothing awkward about that transition.
Again, we don't have to read all the comments.
Yeah, I know that, but I just want to point that out. Like, it's not like drunk unk said anything about sexual abuse, but whatever. I don't understand that comment. But also, let's see. Let's see. Another thing. I wish Jake would just say what he had to say instead of constantly asking what he was saying. I don't understand. Whatever, man. Like, all right,
You
fine, Wink, whatever.
personal comments.
Whatever.
You got the wrong. He's the wrong.
That's what stuck out to me. That's what stuck out to me. You know, but
Of course,
that's what stuck out to me. But like, hold on, let's see what's good in the Facebook real fast. Let's see what's good in the Facebook real fast. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We got Kate Holmes. Shout out to Kate Holmes, big fan of the show. Support the show. She got a 100 for us. Thank you, Kate Holmes. Thanks for doing that. And Caitlin Shade, I love y'all. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I got for comments from Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
We do got one solid comment I want to read. It says, I like the lighting of Conspiracy Brother. Very
you guys are supposed to say the comments about the show, not just about yourselves here.
That's not me. That's got nothing to do with me.
I know, but I had to do what I had to do.
Of course it does.
Whatever.
All right. This is what we're gonna do because it's getting off the rails. I'm going to go to the comments. I got comments from
Hey, Tony.
I got a lot of waves, and I got Katie Jones. Katie Jones saying, "Conspiracy Brother is the truth." She also said, "Y'all ain't hearing what he's seeing." Great show, fellas, from Katie Jones. I got William McCauley doing a wave, and I got her saying, "Don't these commentators know Jake gonna blaze they ass?" So with that being said, you know what I mean? Those are the comments. We're gonna push it for our last segment. Our last segment is Dan. We wrapping it up, baby. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. I got one good tweet for y'all. Let's play it. If you read the tweet, realizing this is Black history right here. This is a grandma taking off the plastic on her chair.
Yes. Yes.
If you know, this never happens.
Never. Never.
This don't make no sense. 30-some years.
You see how dirty that plastic is?
Right. I never got the point of the plastic. It's messy on its own. Like it gets stained.
The point of the plastic is to preserve what's on the inside.
Preserving it for what though? If you're
You
Pass
are witnessing
that down.
the point. You're witnessing the reason for it right now. You see how clean that couch looked when she took it out that bag?
you say
She got a whole new couch.
Right.
she's about to say
Another 40 years that couch can live now. She about to send it right now.
It is what it is.
Woo!
You know what? I understand how she feeling because I just bought a mattress today. It's getting delivered to me tomorrow, and I'm about to be living good. You know.
I think
What's up, bro?
on a serious note, what this exemplifies how Black people, as soon as they got something, they want to preserve it because they asses never had nothing. You know what I mean? And this is the example of keeping that shit. So not only in good standing, but in the best standing it can be. So shout out to Grandma. You know what I mean? She better send that shit all the way until it's time for her to ask to go to the other side because she kept that shit in plastic that long.
I miss him too.
I miss him too, babe.
Where he been?
Nowhere but here.
yo, I've been to this house so many times as a kid.
You say you been there?
Not to the earth, but to this
Right.
house.
Oh,
No, fact. Same here. Same
Yeah,
here.
Mon
You get-
Duke.
We all had.
had plastic on her shit, bro.
My grandma had
I
plastic
can
on her couch. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
can
we
taste
could
the collard
not
greens in
even
that house.
sit in that front room.
Oh yeah, no.
Shit, my mom still wants me to like kind of like elevate and hover across the carpet and shit downstairs and shit in the living room. She wants me to do that shit. I'm like, nah. Like, what the fuck?
It won't cut.
I could taste the macaroni and cheese coming out of that house. Just
Ooh,
looking
wait.
at that.
Wait, I want to.
Sam Hucks.
Is that it, Dan?
Yeah, that's it.
I want to say, gentlemen, it's been a wonderful show. We drunk Unc. You know, he out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when he gonna come, but he came. And
Which
you know,
surprised me. When we start adding characters, I'm baffled still.
I don't know, bro, but you know, we gonna let it pass. That's my drunk unc, man.
You have to stop going on breaks halfway through the show.
You got to get your bowels together. That's number one.
And the
Number
one time I stayed through the whole show, y'all bring another nigga in. So
you
what
took
can I
2
do?
restroom breaks today, Malachi. What are you talking?
Yeah, Malachi,
I didn't
you did,
take
bro.
3.
Like, you did.
All right,
gonna-
whatever.
I'm going to say this, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been watching us. This is number 14 that's down in the books. Also, I want to give a shout out to Mask Off Dan, Mask Off Malachi, Mask Off Jake. This is Big Tone. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, on a serious note, if you are struggling with anything that involves sexual abuse or any type of abuse, reach out. Human trafficking, reach out. The numbers are there, and get the help you need. This is Mask Off, episode 14, Exposing Darkness. We are out.